who stands. Ha! Well then, welcome. Yes, welcome. Welcome guys to another awesome session. Woo! I'm so excited today. Did you notice?
Did you?
I am. Today, we're going to continue with the series we started last week. And it's about what? Courage. What? Courage. Yeah. What does it mean to be courageous? That's a good question. Courage. We're treating courage like a person. Like you're talking about, like later you're talking about Mr. Lionel, which is my fine self. Lionel Cole. So I'm trying to find out things about me. So each day, each Sunday, I'm going to be treating everything about courage till we're done. So today's topic is courage does what is right. Courage does the right thing. That's basically what we're talking about today, guys. So, as always, guys, we are going to watch the video. It's about 18 minutes long today. But it's fun. I mean, today's going to actually make me go, huh! And guys, for the first time in a while, you will not expect the end. Trust me, you can't predict this one. So just sit back, relax. Don't be too relaxed because you might sleep. But sit back, relax. Have your pen, your paper, and I'll be back. So I'm just gonna skedaddle as always. And when I'm back, we'll talk more about courage. So I disappear now. Oh boy. It's fine, guys. I'm okay. Bye. Hey, I'm not bye. I'll be back.
And this is the lounge where we come to relax and eat our meals.
I see.
You're writing that down? Why are you writing that down?
Don't be nervous. I was simply sent here by the Connect board to see how things are going around here, and I want to be thorough. Now, judging by your clipboard, you seem like someone who can respect thoroughness, right?
Oh, okay. I used to have a job just like yours, but I can tell you that we run a very tight ship around here.
Ah, but it can always be tighter, couldn't it, dear? Now, as long as Captain Ray is keeping up with Connect standards, you should have nothing to worry about.
Well, I think she's supposed to be here any moment now.
Oh. It's all right. Now, can you direct me to your coffee maker?
Coffee maker?
Yeah, but how can you possibly work without coffee?
Oh, once you meet Mike, you will understand why we cannot have readily accessible coffee.
We are Connect HQ.
Every day we help the people of the world
live God's way.
We look for the links.
Make the connection.
And you never know what might happen.
My name is Luke, and this is how we met the Whip.
Dot. What is red, has claws, and never cleans up its messes?
I don't know.
A slobster!
And here are two more of our Connect HQ crew members. This is Dot, and this is Mike.
Walk in, we gotta walk in!
Actually, Dot, this is Miss Pamela Whipple, and she was sent by the Connect HQ board to see how we're doing since we launched.
So you're here to tell on us if we're not doing things right?
Oh, heavens no. I was just sent here by the Connect board to see how things are going. I'm sure everything is hunky-dory.
Oh, yeah, I can assure you. They are hunky and dory.
Hey, Luke.
Huh?
What's red, has claws, and never cleans up messes?
I don't know.
Excuse me, are we here to tell jokes, or are we here to do a better job than the day before?
Sure. We get our problems from a walk-in or a field office message.
And if you don't receive either of those, you just stand around and wait for one?
Or we could check the mailbox for a postcard. Miss Whipple, I do apologize that I'm late. I was in a prayer meeting with the Quiet Time group.
The famous Captain Ray. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And you as well, Miss Whipple. I did my research.
Please, call me by my nickname. All my friends do.
Pam?
No. Actually, they call her the Whip.
Because my last name is Whipple.
Or because she's tough like a whip?
Mike, do be a dear and see if there's a postcard in there for me.
Sure, Miss the Whip. All right. Oh, hey, we do have one. It's from Chris from Columbus, Ohio. And he says, Dear Connect HQ, I've got a problem. There's a kid in my class who doesn't quite fit in with everyone else. My friends make fun of him and call him names and say that he's weird. Can you help?
Of course we can help.
Okay, team. Dot and Luke, if you'll find the Bible link, and Mike, if you'll find the verse link, then Pamela and I will stay here and find the point link together.
Now, how do we discover a link?
Let me show you. Dot, Luke, do you guys mind demonstrating how we might find a Bible link?
We could search for something about how Jesus loved people who are on the outside looking in.
Yeah, but he's asking to have courage to stand up for people on the outside. Let's put in a keyword search for courage in the Bible app. Ah, the perfect Bible story about someone who had courage to do the right thing when everyone else was afraid. Check this out.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The books about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let it blow up all the pages, let this show go live. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
King Saul and the army of Israel were at war with their old enemies, the Philistines, again. But instead of a battle, the Philistines sent out their champion to taunt King Saul's army, the giant Goliath, who was 9 feet tall.
Choose one man to come over here and fight me. If he kills me, we'll be your slaves. But if I kill him, you'll be our slaves. I defy the armies of Israel. Who has the courage to fight me?
Far from the battle, in the town of Bethlehem, lived a young man named David. His father had sent his oldest 3 brothers to join King Saul's army, but David stayed home to care for the family's sheep.
Take this food to your brothers, see how they're doing, and bring me back a report of the battle.
Have you seen the giant? He comes out every night to insult us.
What would somebody get for killing this Philistine to stop that laughing?
King Saul said he'll get a princess for his wife, and his family will never pay taxes again.
Who does this sweaty Philistine think he is? No one's allowed to insult the armies of the living God.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be babysitting the sheep? You're just trying to watch the real men fight. Now, go on home.
What have I done now? I was only asking a question.
King Saul wants to see you.
Don't you worry about this Philistine. I'll go fight him.
Don't be ridiculous. You can't beat him. You're just a boy, and he's spent his whole life training to be a soldier.
I've spent my whole life training too. When wild animals came and attacked my father's sheep, I take my club and rescue the lamb from its mouth. I've killed a lion and a bear, and I'll kill this ugly Philistine who dares to insult our God. The Lord who rescued me from the lion and the bear will rescue me today too.
All right, go ahead. May the Lord be with you, but wear my armor.
I can't wear these. I'm not used to them. God will protect me.
David walked to the creek and picked up 5 smooth stones. Armed with only his staff and sling, he went to face Goliath.
You come at me with a stick?
You come at me with a sword and spear? I come at you in the name of the Lord of the Heaven's armies, who you have insulted. I'm going to kill you and cut off your head. Everyone gathered here will know that the Lord rescues his people.
David's small stone hit Goliath smack between the eyes.
This is the Lord's battle, and he always wins.
And we'll use a story like this to illustrate courage to the person asking for help.
So it requires 3 separate links to make a connection transmission?
Actually 4 if you count the Livet link.
Do you mind if I try something perhaps a little quicker?
By all means, go ahead.
Based on my personal research, we don't need all of these links in order to make a good connection transmission.
Well, I know we do things here at Connect HQ a little different, but
Do
we
I
find
have
it...
the floor?
Of course.
Then please don't interrupt, Captain.
Sorry.
You spend a lot of time researching these links. I believe you're doing this because you're not trusting yourself. So listen to the problem. You already know the answer.
But we need to see what the Bible says
Dear, the postcard is simply saying this. What do you do when someone is lonely and being picked on?
Stand up for him.
Exactly. You already know the answer. It is simple advice.
With all due respect, we don't just give advice. It's about more than that.
Stand down, Captain. Guys, I'm not the bad guy here. I am simply trying to find you a way to save time. Surely you can all agree that we want to respond as quickly as possible.
Yes, but we need to make sure
All we need to do is send something like this. Dear Chris, gather your courage and be friends with the kids who are lonely. Connect HQ is here to help you. Short, sweet, like me. On to the next problem. Mike, be a dear and see if there's another postcard in there for me.
Okie dokie.
You okay, Captain?
Do you agree with her?
I think the links are important, but I don't think her answer to that postcard is wrong or bad advice.
Yeah, but the postcard asks for courage. Courage is relying on God, not how strong or how tough that you can be. If we only rely on what we know and don't ask God for guidance by searching His Word, our answers could be dangerous. Connect HQ would crumble.
I agree, but she does make some good points about efficiency.
But as your leader, if I only led by my own strength, I'd never be strong enough to do this day in and day out. I need God's strength to be courageous. God gives me courage to do what's right.
Wow. If we were still looking for links, that would be a great point link.
Who says we're not? God gives me courage to do what's right.
Point link acquired.
Where is everyone?
They went to meet the different groups with the whip. I said I would stay behind to work, but really I stayed behind because I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
For this postcard, I knew the answer. Stand up for what is right. But what about the times when I don't know? Without the links, I'm not sure I'll always know the right answer.
Well, Dot, that's why we have the process that we have, to make sure that we're speaking God's truth and not just saying what we want to say.
So, if she wants us to do something different,
we can still make sure that we're keeping our eyes open for the right thing to do. It's like the Bible says in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13.
I don't know that one. Can you help me memorize it?
Sure. Repeat after me.
Okay.
1 Corinthians 16:13.
1 Corinthians 16:13.
Be on guard. Stand firm in the faith.
Be on guard. Stand firm in the faith.
Be courageous.
Be courageous.
Be strong.
Be strong.
See, courage isn't just about showing off how strong or how smart you are. Courage is knowing that God is bigger than the challenge.
God can bring down the giants when we can't.
That's right. Verse link, 1 Corinthians 16:13.
First link uploaded. I thought we weren't looking for links anymore.
Well, I think that Miss Whipple needs to see what a full connection transmission looks like to get what we do here. So, you want to help me upload the rest of the links?
You got it, Captain.
Hey Chris, I'm Ray and I'm with Connect HQ. We found an answer for you. The Bible tells us this in the book of 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. Be on guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. We not only keep our eyes on the right thing to do, but we stand firm that God will give us the courage to do the right thing when the time is right. When Goliath was bullying God's people, David saw what was happening and was the only one who stood up for what was right. God gave him courage to stand up to Goliath. Courage is doing what is right when other people disagree. It isn't about showing off how strong you are. Courage relies on God's strength, not on our own. If everyone else is mean to someone in your class, you know the right thing is to stand up for him, but you don't have to do it on your own. Remember this point. God gives me courage to do what's right. Rely on His strength to help you stand firm. Thanks, Chris. And remember, Connect HQ is here to help you. I know that you had a different process, but I really wanted you to see what a full transmission looked like and why we find the links that we find.
I see. And you believe this way is better than mine.
I do. I firmly believe that God can find a better answer than I can on my own. He keeps me on guard and gives me strength.
Well, I salute your conviction. You stand up for what you believe is right.
Thanks, Miss Whipple.
And you are hereby suspended until further notice.
What?
Ray went behind my back and deliberately disobeyed orders. Effective immediately, she is no longer captain of this HQ.
But you can't do that!
I was given the authority to make any changes necessary in order for HQ to run at peak efficiency. And it is my belief that it is necessary for Captain Ray to go. Now! Effective immediately!
As you wish.
Oh, and do be a dear and leave your watch before you go.
What are you doing? Just say you're sorry.
Luke, God gives me courage to do what's right.
I'll show you to the door. Come on.
Oh, that's why they call her the whip.
But Ray did the right thing. Why is she being punished for it?
Because that's what courage looks like sometimes. To do the right thing, even when it's hard.
Come on, Dot. Let's go make some cheer me up sandwiches.
This will be right here waiting on you, Captain. I still can't believe that my friend and captain was suspended for standing up for what was right. For as long as I've known Ray, she's been a strong follower of Jesus. If you like to follow Jesus and stand up for what is right, all you have to do is remember A, B, C. A, admit. Admit that you've done wrong and ask God to forgive you for disobeying Him. B, believe. Believe God sent Jesus to take the punishment for your sin. Trust that you are forgiven because Jesus made you right with God. C, choose. Choose to spend your whole life depending on God's power to help you say no to sin. As you live and love like Jesus, tell others God is your leader and #1 friend. If you want to make that decision today, then talk to your Connect small group leader before you leave.
Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe.
And click to watch more videos. YouTube is fun.
Yeah.
Have you picked something yet? You gotta click a button.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah, we'll be here. But you gotta make a decision. Now.
So, what did we learn, guys? Because that one kept me on the edge of my seat. I'm like, It was good. It was good, guys. Did you guys gain a lot? Because I did. Now let's start from the memory verse. Today's memory verse is from the New Testament. Yeah. And we're going to the 1 Corinthians, the book of 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians is after the book of Romans, guys. You know, you flip. It's not too backy. Just start from Matthew and you get there. So 1 Corinthians chapter 16. Yes! 1 and 6. That's 16 verse 13. Yeah. So the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 13. Who can read it for me? So yeah, it's nobody here, just me. I really miss you guys. Okay, Golden Stars. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 13. And it says, what is it? I know. So, what did we learn, guys? Because that one kept me on the edge of my seat. I'm like, It was good. It was good, guys. Did you guys gain a lot? Because I did. Now let's start from the memory verse. Today's memory verse is from the New Testament. Yeah. And we're going to the 1 Corinthians, the book of 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians is after the book of Romans, guys. You know, you flip. It's not too backy. Just start from Matthew and you get there. So 1 Corinthians chapter 16. Yes! 1 and 6. That's 16 verse 13. Yeah. So the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 13. Who can read it for me? So yeah, there's nobody here, just me. I really miss you guys. Okay, Golden Stars. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 13. And it says, what is it? The memory verse says, be on guard. Be firm. No, be on guard. Stand firm. Stand firm in what? In faith. Be courageous. Stay strong. Be strong, guys. So, now we're going to break it itsy bitsy. What does it mean to be on guard? What does it mean to be on guard? You know, when we talk about God, if you think about God, you think about bodyguard, you know, stuff. When you think of God, you think of like protection. So it's like be on standby. Be firm means, be firm is kind of like be strong. Then be courageous. So you see, in a way, all those words, God, strong, firm, courageous, those 4 words are sort of, they're not like the same thing, but they're sort of the same thing in a way, guys, because to be strong, in order to be firm, you need to be strong. In order to be firm, you need to have courage. In order to be on guard, you need to have all those things. So all those things, all those words, they all need each other. So basically from the story, you can see, guys, that there was, and it's, you know, I love today's topic because today's story was very relatable. You know, in school, there's a weird kid that nobody talks to. Yeah, it happens. I used to be the weird kid. Well, I found a way around it. And all your friends are like, oh, look at that loser. Don't talk to that loser. We don't know him. You cannot sit with us. But you know that you're a Christian. And we don't do that. I mean, we don't judge people. Everybody's weird. So what makes you believe that your weirdness is not weirder than the next person's weirdness? No, we don't do that. But like we found out in the story, guys, when you are courageous, it doesn't always end well. That's the truth. Doing the right thing doesn't always mean you get a good reward. Doesn't always mean you don't get in trouble. Yeah. Like first, look at, and it's not easy. So look at the story of David. He was like, nobody really cared about him. He was just a shepherd boy. Go on. He was small, he was young. He wasn't a soldier. He was just a shepherd boy. Yet, he had one thing. And just like the Bible verse, be on guard. Don't just be strong, be firm in faith. Be firm in faith. It means be strong with the faith you have in God. And that's what David had. All the other soldiers were scared. I mean, guys, 9 foot. That's like, yay, big. Way bigger. So big. Everybody was scared. But they all forgot one thing. They had God. The Philistines did not have God. But David did. He didn't forget that. And everybody was like, yo, put on an armor, carry a sword. Nah, it didn't work for David. You know, so most times when you're courageous, sometimes people think you're crazy. Like, El Paco Loco. But no. Because to be courageous at times, guys, you need to do things that to normal people it feels like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But it does make sense. Because with God, there's nothing that's impossible. And when you're firm in the faith, it's like you challenge God and God knows that, wow, He believes in me. And God has never failed anyone that has faith in Him. Never. Never. And just with one stone, you see, David picked up different stones, but he used just one, but kind of all. And he won. Yeah. One stone. Yay big, 9-foot man. Yeah. It's literally, it feels like, oh my, that's impossible. But yeah, you know, with God, the impossible is what God specializes in. It's like something I heard some months ago. Whatever is impossible does not exist. Whatever is impossible for God does not exist. So, in order to be courageous, you need to remember certain things, guys. Being courageous means you need to be strong and firm in faith. Now, you can say firm or be strong in faith. It means you need to have strong faith in God. Like, you can't have any doubts like, maybe. You need to decide. Because when you're courageous, also know that not everybody's going to be happy. Your normal people might not even like you. You might not have that many friends. But sometimes when you're doing the right thing, it's the sacrifice. It's hard. I mean, look at it at the end of the day. Did you guys think Connect HQ were really going to suspend the captain? But they did. Sometimes you need to just stand for what is right. When you know something is right, this is the good thing. And you ask God. You know, it's easy to just do stuff because you feel it's right. But, I mean, instead of doing stuff and then later on thinking, did I do the right thing? Why not just ask God? Let Him back it up for you. Yeah. Because He knows everything. So, who better to ask? I mean, who better? So, guys, when you're courageous, you might lose friends. A lot of people might not like you. Yeah, trust me. It's hard. It's not always easy. You don't think that because you're going to be strong and courageous means everyone is going to be like, oh my, he's so strong. She is so strong. No. No. What you might be doing, everybody might think, crazy. But just always remember 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13, which says, guys, again, what does it say? Just remember that every single day. And say to yourself, sometimes just say now, when you're not sure, you just know that you have to stand firm. You have to be firm in faith. You have to be strong. You have to be courageous. It's not easy, guys. It really is not easy. When you do it, you know you're doing the right thing. You do. And you know I'm right. So, my lovely golden stars, we're just going to end with this. 4 things. Be on guard. Being on guard means you need to stay sharp. You need to be watchful. Be on guard. Stand firm in faith. Be strong. Be courageous. Remember those things. Be on guard. Stand firm in faith. Be strong. Be courageous. All those 4, they work together. It's not easy, guys. It really isn't. And that's why you have to read your Bible every day. Get closer to God. It's not easy. But guys, trust me. Doing the right thing, it's not always easy. It's hard a number of times, but in the end, it might take a while, but you find out that you did the right thing. So guys, I love you. And I am not gonna cry. So I'll be back again. Trust and believe me. I promise. So guys, be safe. Enjoy yourselves and read your Bible every day while I disappear again. Let's get at it. Bye. Golden stars.
Habib, where do you think you're going?
Stay out my way. I'm going to play football with my friends, and there's nothing you can't.
Silence! You think this is funny, eh? You can get the deadly coronavirus.
The gorilla virus?
No, the coronavirus. Do you know what will happen when you do? Do you?
Huh? What will happen?
You will bring the coronavirus home and then infect everyone. Mommy will be sick, no more jollof rice.
Huh?
Daddy will be sick, no more going out to see movies.
Oh no! Not the movies, no!
Even worse, the government will come and take Mommy and Daddy away.
You're just making it up.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
See for yourself.
Okay, it's real. It's real. What should we do?
The coronavirus is out there. We should stay at home for now. Always wash our hands with soap and water so we can prevent it from spreading.
Boo!
Stay home, stay safe from all of us at Ant Hill Studios.